Pyrotechnics. It was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carr now on first down. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Keenum. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, we're good, we're good.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. First carry for Devontae Booker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, boy. Roger, Roger, Roger.
Now it's Keenum. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the gun, here's Keenum. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right and avoids the contact by sliding. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. On first, here's Washington. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Carr now to throw. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. Oh, now he bowls him over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. Here's Booker on the catch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Gotcha.
Keenum on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43.
Hey, 52.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Booker on first down. And he stopped immediately there. They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. This is caught at the 8. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Keenum. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They'll run it. This is Booker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Booker on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
What did he do? 7:34.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
With it is Brown. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Keenum now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, it's yo.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Mario Edwards in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Monday down. 808.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. 23 yards on the play.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
First down, the run with Lynch. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. I'm going to have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That connection with Jordy Nelson coming on the drag route.
Hard to believe that he was a walk-on.
Yeah, Kansas State.
It's so hard to believe that people missed entirely on him. But how about his ability to work and run any route you need? And that completion is evidence that it doesn't matter what you call, he's going to find a way to get open.
Walk on at Kansas State. Now the locker rooms are named after him there.
Hey, 734.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Cooper's first catch and good for a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. On 1st down, Carr buying time to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, boys. Hey, watch 85. Watch 85. Here we go.
To throw on second down is Keenum. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
4 down. Take 52, 55, 52. Check.
From the gun, it's Keenum. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A Bronco first down. Keenum hooking up with Thomas. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this.
All right. Go, doctor.
Now a first down throw. Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Back to the air on second down. It's Keenum. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Keenum to throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Manuel. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Roger, Roger, Roger. Run!
After the interception, here's Keenum. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Keenum. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Keenum to try again after the pick six. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Keenum now on first down. It's caught by Sanders. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll bootleg it here with Keenum. Flush to his right. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
Hey, let's go.
From the red zone, it's Keenum. And his throw is incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Let's go.
Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, there in coverage. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So another good job defensively, because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all, because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive with Lynch. And some room to work. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Pitch out to Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now they'll throw with Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Shotgun now for Carr. Letting one go deep for Roberts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brendan Lindley picks it, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Throwing is Keenum. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.